Breaking news. Things are heating up behind the scenes for the Eagles, and nothing can take away this incredible feeling that we're about to soar high this new season. August is right around the corner. The Bengals are up first, and after that, more challenges await. But I have no doubt we're going to have an amazing season. With Howie Roseman leading the charge, everything feels more secure. If you believe Howie is an outstanding general manager, smash that like button. And if you can, write this out loud. Howie, thank you for loving the Eagles. Former Eagles special teams standout and Super Bowl 50 champion Braymond has passed away at age 38 after a heartbreaking and brief battle with a rare, aggressive form of cancer. His fight began in February of this year, and despite undergoing multiple surgeries and a wave of support from fans, friends, and even former teammates like J.J. Watt, Braymond tragically succumbed to the disease. Known for his wild energy, his long hair flying down the field on kick coverage, and his explosive psycho ball style of play, Braymond's memory remains fiercely alive among Eagles fans. His final NFL appearance came on the biggest stage, Super Bowl 50, where he made a pivotal special teams tackle inside the 10-yard line with under a minute left, helping seal the Eagles' first-ever Lombardi trophy. In his 4 seasons with Philadelphia, Braymond wasn't just a player, he was a presence. Whether it was delivering a fiery locker room speech or sprinting headfirst into special teams collisions, Braymond embodied passion. The Eagles honored his legacy with a heartfelt statement, remembering him not just as a player, but as a devoted father and a loyal teammate who left an impact on the field and in the community. As a former undrafted free agent who carved out a reputation in the league through sheer tenacity, Braymond's journey was the ultimate underdog story, one Philadelphia fans know how to appreciate. He grew up in the Pacific Northwest, never attended a major college program, but became an elite special teams asset with the Texans before joining the Birds. For many, he was the definition of grit, and his legacy lives on. Now, shifting gears but staying in the realm of Eagles news, Philadelphia may have just received an unexpected gift from the San Francisco 49ers. On the surface, a 49ers second-round signing might not seem connected, but in the tangled web of rookie contracts, it means everything. Alfred Collins, the 43rd overall pick, signed a 4-year, $10.3 million contract with over $9 million guaranteed, an 88% guarantee rate. That number is a dramatic jump from last year's deal at the same draft slot, which saw just 78% of the contract guaranteed. This shift has huge implications for the Eagles and their second-round pick, safety Andrew Mukuba out of Texas. Mukuba, selected in the same range, is now part of a broader league-wide ripple effect.
With agents pushing for better guarantees and second-round contracts, the standard is changing fast. It's not a personal clash between the Eagles and Mukuba's camp, it's a systemic negotiation being felt across the NFL. Other second-rounders like Shamar Turner, Bears, and Mike Green, Ravens, are following suit, jumping on these evolving deal structures. All signs suggest Mukuba's deal will be finalized before training camp begins July 22nd at the NovaCare Complex in South Philly. The Eagles are counting on it. Mukuba is expected to be C.J. Gardner-Johnson's replacement in the secondary, and his arrival couldn't come at a more critical moment. The team needs his range, his speed, and his ball-hawking instincts. While some viewed the pick as a reach in round 2, others see tremendous upside. Mukuba measured in at 5 feet 11 inches, 186 pounds at the combine, though his playing weight this season is expected to be closer to 190 to 195. His 4.45 40-yard dash shows the burst, but what jumps off the page is the production: 7 pass breakups, 5 interceptions, 0 touchdowns allowed, and a microscopic 12.1 passer rating allowed when targeted. That was the best among all safeties in college football last year. Not just good, elite. Mukuba thrives in both run support and coverage, showing strong instincts and an ability to read plays before they develop, and he's already working to gel with teammates. Footage emerged of Mukuba training in New Jersey with fellow rookie and first-round pick Jayad Campbell. The two were seen doing resistance band drills, grueling workouts that test balance, core strength, and stamina. The chemistry between the two is already showing, and the Eagles coaching staff is surely pleased to see their top 2 draft investments pushing each other to get better before camp even opens. These are high-character players with elite athletic traits. Campbell and Mukuba aren't just athletes, they're workhorses. That's exactly the type of foundation the Eagles want to build around. And speaking of elite athleticism, let's talk about the continued rise of Quinyon Mitchell. Mitchell just broke into ESPN's top 10 list of NFL cornerbacks, based on votes from executives, coaches, and scouts. He landed at number 9 on a list packed with talent. Just look at the names ahead of him: Pat Certain, Sauce Gardner, Denzel Ward, Trent McDuffie, and more. And Mitchell, after just one season, is already on that list. That says everything about the type of impact he made as a rookie. Mitchell's rookie season wasn't just good, it was a revelation. He was targeted 76 times and allowed just 1.5 yards after the catch per reception, the lowest number among any defender with at least 30 targets. Even more impressive, in the playoffs, he gave up just 7 yards after the catch on 5 receptions. Teams tried to avoid him. That's how good he was. And this is a guy who barely played press coverage in college. His transition to the NFL has been fast and fierce. We're seeing a new generation of defensive leadership emerge in Philadelphia, anchored by Mitchell and Campbell, with Mukuba potentially adding another layer of dynamism to the secondary. Mitchell's confidence and ball skills are what set him apart. Over his final 2 college seasons, he had more than 40 pass breakups. He's aggressive, physical, and now pairing with Cooper DeJean to form what could become one of the most dangerous cornerback duos in the NFL. DeJean held his own last year too, giving Mitchell the space to shine while locking things down on the other side. So here's the real question for Eagles Nation. What do you think about the team's future in the secondary with Mukuba, Mitchell, and DeJean taking over key roles? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in part 2. Let's keep this momentum rolling, because when you take a step back and really look at what the Eagles are building on the defensive side of the ball, it's clear this isn't just a retool, it's a full-on transformation. Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, Andrew Mukuba, 3 young, athletic, intelligent defenders who not only fit Vic Fangio's system but thrive in it. And let's not ignore how rare it is to have this kind of influx of elite talent all at once. The Eagles have positioned themselves to dominate not just this season, but for years to come if these guys stay healthy and continue to develop. The buzz around Mukuba only keeps growing, especially when you factor in how well he complements the other pieces. While Mitchell and DeJean are true perimeter threats who can press and track receivers stride for stride, Mukuba thrives in that hybrid safety role, covering slot receivers, crashing down to stop the run, even occasionally blitzing. That versatility is gold in today's NFL. He plays like a linebacker in run support and a corner in coverage. It's no coincidence the Eagles front office prioritized character and versatility with these picks. They're building a defense that can adapt to anything. And that's not just hype. When you watch the film on Mukuba from his last year at Texas, it's easy to see why Philadelphia was willing to take him earlier than most expected. He never allowed a touchdown in coverage, constantly made plays on the ball, and operated like a field general from the back end of the defense. This is a guy who sees the field like a veteran. Fangio's scheme demands intelligence and discipline, and Mukuba checks both boxes. But we can't talk about the Eagles' secondary without highlighting the broader defensive picture. With Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis anchoring the interior, Nolan Smith and Josh Sweat bringing pressure off the edge, and now a revitalized secondary, this unit could be among the best in football. Fangio will finally have the chess pieces